Oh my gosh, is this what I think it is?
What is it?
Is this another Achievers podcast episode?
This is Mega Man 10.
Is that the game we played? We didn't play 10.
Mega Man
2.
episode 10.
But there's 10 Mega Men, so you can't just... Is this a podcast episode? We're already getting off topic? Oh my gosh. Welcome back to the Other Achievers podcast, everyone. We're actually back. We're not dead.
Woo!
You know, despite what happened to the channel, we just kind of stopped uploading. But I mean, that's...
Yeah.
It for obvious reasons we can go into in a bit. But we're back, and hopefully this is going to become a regular thing again. Even though for now it's kind of been iffy. I'm not sure.
Still a little messy.
I'm not even sure when this one exactly is going to go up.
No, we gotta write out a new schedule and stuff.
Yeah, as of right now, it's the end of May. So if
May 31st.
if another plague hits in June, we will
might
not be
go on
talking
another
about it.
hiatus.
Yeah, we're not talking about it right now. But like half the world could be on fire when we upload this.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that about this year though?
Every
I know
month
there's memes all about it. I know, but there's so many things.
That's been my Godzilla subreddit. That's like all it is. It'll be like every single month. It'll just be like the next month that it's like Godzilla coming out of the
That's
water.
gonna be the next. I saw a funny one earlier. It was like June 1st, and it had it's from Naruto, Sasuke's brother Itachi, and someone else like up on like the top of a building and it was playing like the evil music from Naruto. I thought it'd be funny if it was like Pain, but I guess similar joke.
Him doing the whatever he does to destroy the hidden leaf.
Yeah. That's what's coming in June, I guess. But man, we're actually back. Let me pass that charger back over to you.
Yeah.
But what's been going on quarantine-wise? Let's see. It's been a little over 2 months since the last time we recorded.
When was the last time we uploaded?
March. It was March, I'm pretty sure.
Jeez.
Because we were home all of May. No, we were home all of April.
Start of March was when we moved out, and
That was probably where
we recorded our banjo episodes like the day before we moved out.
Yeah.
So
And those still haven't even gone up.
I think we did 2 of them, but that wasn't.
Two of them are uploaded, but we did record more. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I know we've edited at least 3 and 4.
Yeah, we haven't put them up because the whole quarantine.
Yeah.
But because we were home all of April, and now we're at the end of May, and we've been home. We would have recorded, but we're supposed to quarantine and keep distance and stuff, and we don't.
Even though we live like 2 minutes away from each other, it just makes it hard.
Yeah, but it's the smart thing to do to not be driving and going out and stuff. I hope all you listeners followed the stay-at-home order.
Staying safe, wearing your mask. Do you wear a mask when you go out?
I don't really go out. Is the thing. I didn't go out like at all during it.
We go to the grocery store a lot because I mean there are like 6 of us in the house, so I mean we do go there a lot. But I never wear a mask. I know that's not good to say, but
I mean it's
if my mom's with me, I'll wear it.
Yeah. No, but the whole thing about masks is it's not for protecting you.
No, it's if you're
sick.
It
It doesn't stop anything coming in. It's supposed to stop from going
and
out.
I know I'm not sick, but I mean,
the smart thing to do would have been to wear it, but no one's gonna
no.
slander you for not wearing
When
one.
I went to the doctor, they made me wear a mask the whole entire time. It sucked.
Well, that's
like
smart.
in the doctor's office, trying to talk to the doctor, and we both have masks on. Like I can't fucking hear him.
Something I've noticed throughout this experience, though, is how much I rely on seeing someone's mouth to understand what they're saying. Because the second you can't, and it's just like muffled, instantly you're like, I don't know what he's saying. I have no idea what he's saying. Like we went to Moe's earlier, and those workers, and they'd be like asking like, what do you want on it? Or the guy like asked me, do I want a drink? And I was just like, dude, I have no idea what you're saying right now.
I'm still just trying to get used to like seeing people in masks.
Yeah.
Because like that's like a jarring thing. I don't know why. Because like if I'm at the grocery store and there's a bunch of people with them, it's different. But if we passed someone on the way back on campus today, and they had a mask on, and the second they turned the corner, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It is a little jarring. I wonder how easy it would be to like rob a bank right now.
Oh yeah, totally. You can just walk right in with it.
I'm being protective. What are you talking about? No, but it's definitely weird. It's a weird thing to see. It always, even though I know what's going on, if I see a group of people with masks on, even to this day, I'm like, oh, something going on in this area. Like, what's going on?
I better fucking get out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, is there like a contagion leaking or something? But no, we've all been very lucky. Nobody too close to us has gotten the virus. Really.
No one I know close to me's got it.
Yeah. We had one guy we kind of know that got it, but we've been very, very lucky, very blessed. But enough about random bullshit. What you been doing with your time off, Harrison?
Well, I started school again. I'm in summer school, just finishing the second week. There's only 5 weeks, but then I get a week off and have to do it again. So, but it's not too bad. I'm in French in this paranormal class, and my girlfriend literally does like all my work for me. So for both classes,
that's what I hate.
But we have to read all these pages for my paranormal class, and I just sit there like curled up in the blanket, and she reads to me.
Oh my god. I'm surprised you even read them.
We read the first one, and it was like 50 pages, and then the one for this week we didn't read. Like, because he doesn't read the stuff. It's like
you even have to read it?
We had to read it, but you didn't have to.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Did you?
All right, so it's the same shit for this class every week. There's no final, no test. Every week you have to write a 250 word little paper off some topic, which is so easy. He doesn't read them. I bullshitted my whole one for the first week, and I got 100 on it. And then we have to do like the discussion post and then comment on someone else's post, and that's it. That's all we have to do.
And how dumb is it that you have to take that class? Not that specific one, but you have to get those credit hours, and you're paying a pretty large amount of money
for that,
and you're not getting anything out of this class.
I just have to do those 2 activities 5 times. No final or anything. No.
There's no learning involved or anything. It's literally just, hey, can you write? Can you read and write? Cool. Pay $500 and I'll give you 3 credit hours. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. And then my French class it's not too bad, but god damn, it's hard. Like, it's not hard, but it's just like a lot of work. Like, he gives us like 3 hours of homework every other day. It just sucks.
See, I've always noticed that some people have a really easy time learning other languages, and some people's brains just don't function.
That's how I am. It doesn't work for me. Like, my brother and my girlfriend both are pretty good at learning languages. I mean, Logan knows like the basics of at least like 3 or 4 languages. It just doesn't click for me. They'll both be in there trying to help me, and I'm just like, I don't get it.
Spanish in high school was like the first C I ever got in my public school career. Yeah. I mean, it went downhill from there because high school, but yeah, that was my sophomore year, and that was my first C I ever got. It did not click with me. I mean, I can barely speak English and write English, like grammar correctly. Now you want me to go and learn like more?
No, I took 2 years of Spanish. I'm assuming most people did.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much of it I remembered until I started this French class, because I'll accidentally say stuff in Spanish all the time.
Really?
Yes, and
it's just stored in there.
My girlfriend gets so mad at me because like she'll be like, "How do you say this?" And I'll say it, and it'll be in Spanish, and she's like, "No." Man,
I barely remember. I'll remember like words definitely, like biblioteca.
Yeah.
And lapis is pencil, and puedo usar el baño is how we asked to use the restroom. But like, if you told me like, I need you to understand what this person's saying, or go and say this sentence to this man,
absolutely not.
No, not in a million years. With all the conjugation and stuff, the female and male stuff, whatever that was
French
called.
is even worse, because like Spanish, for the most part, it's like if it ends in an O, it's male. If it ends in an E or something like that, it's a female.
Yeah.
French is just random. They just literally had a coin and they flipped it on every word.
So there's no like
the pattern. O's and all that. I mean, nothing.
Yeah, because Spanish had like AL and EL, right? Is that how that worked?
Yeah, I think so. AL and EL. Yeah, EL's masculine, I think. I think the E was masculine.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been.
But yeah, French, they literally just randomly assigned all of it. It's awful.
It's funny. A big reason I went to the school we went to is because the program for my degree didn't have to take a foreign language.
That's funny, because that's the same reason I went.
Yeah,
and here I am.
Because a lot of schools make you take like, and I feel like because you're having to do a lot of like reading and stuff, or talking in that online class. Yeah. And I just know if I had to take Spanish or whatever, like in an actual classroom, it'd be awful, because it'd probably be like, you have to come at this time and have a conversation with this person as your test. And I could not do that.
It sucks, man.
I mean, maybe like other languages are, I don't want to say easier, but they're formed differently, so they're like certain brains might be able to hold it easier. But every time I've tried to learn anything, like Spanish obviously, and I've like looked at Russian before just for fun and never got it.
I really wanted to take like Japanese, but I feel like that's the like weeby kid thing to
Dog,
do. So
you can't take Japanese and wear a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt in there.
I look down to see if I have it on.
You're not wearing one today, but you were yesterday.
Yeah, I wear it a lot.
You could not be that kid that shows up with the beard and the messy hair and a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt.
Like
the big white guy, like, I'm here for my Japanese class.
We learning kanji today?
How many kanji you know? Yeah, I know some kanji.
Go home. Got all my Godzilla shit up everywhere.
Yeah, you have to like call in and then it's just all in the background. You have to call like your actual teacher from Japan and they're just like, oh.
That's how my Zoom meetings are, because like if I'm at my desk it's not too bad, because like my dresser I do have a good bit of like toys and Godzilla stuff up there, like my VHS collections and stuff.
Yeah.
But so that's not too bad because it's pretty far away. But if I'm lazy in the morning and don't want to get out of bed and I just like reach and grab my laptop and I sit there half asleep through the Zoom meeting, I've got a Godzilla poster over my headboard and then one to the right of my wall as well. And you can see both of them, and I'm just sitting there, just like eyes half closed.
I'm trying to think of like stories and stuff that's happened just so we can be like, this episode catches you up from March to now in our lives. But honestly, it's just been like quarantine. I mean, I graduated.
Yeah, you graduated.
Man, as soon as classes started going online, I just stopped trying altogether. I went to, because like we said, it went in March, and finals were what, like May, early May?
Early May.
Like May 10th might have been the final. But I went to like one Zoom meeting in that entire time for one of my classes. And then the other ones, none of mine luckily were like, you have to be on a webcam and actually interact. It was just kind of like sit here and listen.
I didn't have any Zoom. I had WebEx.
WebEx, that's what I meant. I've heard Zoom just so much from people talking about it. And I felt bad because I'm really glad the professors did it like this and none of them were like assholes about it. But I feel so bad for them because all of them were just like, the exam is open book. Obviously, I can't stop you, but like just try your best. And it sucks because I mean that's that semester just kind of wasted basically.
But I mean, it is your last one, so it's not like you're. I mean, you're gonna use that shit, but it's not like you're using that shit for next classes.
No, and it's hard to complain when I'm doing like a quarter of the work I had to do before and getting better grades.
Yeah, that's how I felt because I had advanced calculus, and that was a shit show. Oh my god. It was all writing. There was like no math involved. It was like they give you a math problem. I don't even. I mean, I might have some papers from it over here, but I don't want to go dig.
Yeah.
It was just a nightmare, man. But I ended up getting a fucking C in there.
Take it.
Yeah.
Weren't you thinking about dropping it too?
I dropped calculus 4.
That's the one you dropped.
Because the first day of WebEx, it was this little old Japanese man, and he had a whiteboard. And then he was recording on his phone, and the phone was probably about 10 feet away, and he was writing on the whiteboard and standing directly in front of it. And then he'd turn around and be like, "Did you get it?" And then he would erase it. And I'm like, "No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it."
Yeah, there's no like way for him to interact at all. Or
and anything. I was already doing bad in that class, and like even if the tests were online and stuff, I couldn't have done well on them because he wouldn't give us the keys for the homework. So like you didn't know what you were doing. You would turn your homework in and get a 20, and then have no idea. What the correct answer.
And that's one of those classes that gets so specific, like online probably.
You can't find anything online. That's how a lot of my upper math classes are.
That's how it was when you got into like upper computer science levels.
You just can't find anything. And like you'll search it online and it'll be like slightly related to something from like Calc 1, but it's completely different. So everything's just like this super easy thing. It's like, no, I know how to do that.
I know how to do that, but I need this extra stuff now.
Like, what is it if you add like a Z and a Y to this? Like, how do you do that one?
I mean, that's all right. You're doing fine.
Yeah. I'm taking Calc 4 again in the fall with like a really high-rated professors. I mean, I enjoyed Calc 4. It was just the professor wasn't good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've said it before. I probably haven't said it on the podcast, but do everything at your own pace. You're being gifted a chance to go, and it's not like you're having to pay 100% of it.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like kill myself to go to college. Or anything.
No. So I mean, I don't want to say like enjoy the vacation because it's not a vacation. You still have to work. So, but don't like kill yourself for not finishing on time. I get the feeling not even like half the people.
No.
Like counting like people that drop out or don't finish on time, I feel like not even 50%
because like
finish on
our
time.
friends that are our age, like if you just do like me, you, Grant, Austin, Kinsey, Tara, Sierra, like what, 3, 4 of y'all graduated on time?
Yeah. So I mean that's just over 50. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. What else has been going on?
Well, me and my girlfriend have been trying to get some money on the side. We've been doing DoorDash.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did some DoorDash.
Yeah. It's good money, man. We'll drive for like maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours, and you'll get like $40-$50. That's not too bad.
No, that's not bad.
I mean, it's fun just hanging out in the car.
Yeah, you don't mind driving at all.
No, I don't mind driving at all. I like it a lot.
And she doesn't really care about going like to give the people the stuff.
No,
she doesn't care about
usually what we'll do is she goes in to get the food, and then I take the food to the people. That way we're kind of splitting the work. It's pretty easy with 2 people. But her and Logan have been doing it a lot when I'm in class, because I have like class an hour and a half on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So they'll get up early and go do it while I'm in class, and then I'll just cash out half the money to each of them. I mean, it goes to my card.
It's not a bad deal.
No, it's not at all.
That's cool.
But we had a rough night doing it the other night.
Have you told me about this?
I don't think so. I think I've been waiting.
I know you've told me about one, but I won't say anything in case it's that.
This one was a week ago.
No,
before.
I've not excited to talk to you that much.
Have you seen Krispy Kreme on Franklin lately?
How it's always packed?
Every night it's packed. Yeah. So we're driving and we accidentally accepted a Krispy Kreme one. I was like, fuck. And so we're waiting in line. We haven't even got to the front yet, because after 8 you can't go inside to pick up DoorDash. You have to wait in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And so it took us like 45 minutes to get through that line. But while we were waiting, we got a second order, so we just accepted that because we're like, we're already here.
Oh, a second Krispy Kreme.
We'll just take it to 2 houses. So the first one is fine, but the second one, it's like, I don't even know where it was. It was like deep Gastonia, like over near like Huss.
Okay.
Yeah, getting a little spooky, and we turn off onto this dirt path that's like a neighborhood. It's like a trailer park, and the instructions were like, leave it beside the blue trailer, and I was like, fuck. And it's like nighttime too. It's dark. And so the second I turn on to this dirt path, this car starts following us. And you know how like you get a little paranoid, but then like you keep making turns and you're like, all right, buddy. Yeah. So he's still following us. And then we're getting close to the house, and the guy starts flashing his lights at me. And I'm like, shit, what the?
He's like, actually like,
yeah, I'm like, I can't get out of here because this is like a dead end. Like, I'm like, he waited till I went on the dead end part. And we're like right at the house. So I like slow down to stop at the house, hoping he'll go around. And he like pulls in front of me into the driveway and gets out. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go ahead and kick it in reverse to just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And right before I hit the gas pedal, he goes, y'all delivering donuts?
Oh, thank God.
I was like, oh my God. I was about to run him over. I was literally about to run him over.
Yeah. But what he was the guy?
Yes, it was him. I guess they went somewhere and were coming back, and they just
that's why they probably said leave it.
They just figured it was us, or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it's a dirt road community, they probably know like everyone that drives down that road and stuff.
And like I have a Jeep, but I don't have like a beat up pickup truck, and that was like every car there. So,
right.
But God, it scared the shit out of me. My heart was like, I felt like you could probably see it beating.
Nah, I'd be scared too.
Oh my God.
No, man.
I was like, we're gonna be murdered. No one's ever gonna find us down here in the trailer park.
Dirt path down there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess they were just
delivering donuts.
They were out doing something, so that's why they were like, just leave it by the trailer.
Well, it was like we missed the turn to go in the first time, so we had to U-turn, and then you have to U-turn again. And he was like, "We saw you make 2 U-turns, so we figured that was you."
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Yeah, that was us."
Was he still following you then, or?
I think he was sitting there or something. I don't know when they got behind us, but when we entered the neighborhood, he was behind us.
Maybe he tried to like flag you down, and you just passed him, and that's why he like hopped in the car. That's weird though. Yeah, anytime I have someone following me like into my neighborhood, and if they make all the same turns as me, I'm just like, I either like I hit something and didn't notice, or like I something's wrong with my car and they're trying to be like, bro, stop driving. That it always scares me until they go past me and I'm just like, okay, thank God. But like, I've never had an experience like that where like someone actually.
It was an eye opener.
That's scary, and I mean, it's not like it's like a bad part of town.
No,
just
it
like
wasn't that bad.
But just like out somewhere you don't know and stuff, having someone actually flash their lights at you.
Because like, I thought I was just being paranoid until he started flashing the lights, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, why would he flash his lights? Did he want you just to stop and be like, here's your donuts?
I don't know. Like, why would I stop for that? I mean, I'm pretty sure one of my brake lights is out, so like that was going through my head. I was like, maybe he's trying to tell me that, but just let me be.
Yeah, like I know it's out, bro. Now, with DoorDash, do you pay for it? Or like the order gets sent to Krispy Kreme and you're just like, I'm here to pick up an order.
Either they pay for it online, or sometimes you have a debit card that came with the kit.
Okay.
And it'll put money on there, and you literally order all the food and pay for it. But I haven't had one like that yet.
Okay.
Logan has, where he has to use the debit card, but I haven't had that yet.
But it's never like money out of your pocket.
No, never.
Okay. Do they tip you normally, or?
I think the tip is included on their fee online.
Yeah.
But a lot of them will give you cash tip too, because they just don't realize that. So you're making like double tip.
That's the nice thing to do. I mean, it's the same way like. You're not supposed to tip an Uber driver. Yeah. It even like says it on the app. It's like, do not tip your driver. But it's kind of just awkward to like get out and be like
bye.
Because the money, you gave them money, but there's no like physical interaction. So you're just like, okay, thank you, goodbye.
I'm gonna head out now.
Yeah, Chief, this is my stop. I always just feel like I need to give them money.
I hate Uber rides, man. Or I've never been in Uber. I've been in Lyft.
Same thing.
God, that was a nightmare. Have I told you about my Lyft stories?
Maybe.
So
where were they at?
In Universal.
No, you haven't.
So it wasn't this March, but last March. So March 2019. Me and my girlfriend went to Universal over spring break, and so we had to take Lyft everywhere because we flew.
Yeah.
And we get to the airport, and it's on her Lyft account, and she had forgot that it wasn't her name; it was one of her mom's friends' names. So she gets a call when we're there, and she's like, "This is probably the driver. Will you answer it? I don't want to talk."
Oh my god, that'd be me.
And so it was weird because usually she's the one that will talk to people, not me. But so I answer, and he's like, "Hey, is this Brenda?" And I was like, "No, you got the wrong number."
No, and that's her friend's name.
And then the second I hung up, she was like, "Who is it?" And I was like, "He wanted Brenda." And she's like, "Oh, I bet that's the name on the account." So I had to call him back, and then the second he gets there and like starts loading it, he's like, I can't believe you forgot your girl's name. And I was like, yeah. I literally just rolled with it like I forgot my own girlfriend's name. Because I just didn't want to explain it.
Alright, there's two options there. You can either just say, yeah, and that's the end of it, and maybe like he'll be like, don't forget her name when you leave.
He did.
Or you can sit there and go, listen, here's the whole story. So it's actually this person's, and like he's just gonna be like, I just don't care, bro.
I didn't want to explain myself to someone I'm never gonna see.
No, exactly. So that's when you're just like, oh yeah, man.
I tried to do that, but it was like a 30-minute drive. The whole way there, he was giving me shit about it, and I was just sitting there, just like, yep.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Can't believe I did that.
All you had to be like, oh, she just goes by this, but that's her real name or something. Nah, yeah, I always feel awkward in those rides. I'm glad I've never had to like flag a taxi down or anything.
God, no.
I'm always terrified of like somehow someday like throwing up in one or something. And, like I don't know when that would actually happen, but it's just like a scary thought of like, what do I do now?
Just doing anything like breaking something.
Yeah,
in
breaking
the car
something.
Or something. Because we got in some nice ones. We got in like I don't think it was a Tesla, but it was like one of the cars with like the fucking iPad on the dash.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked that ride because the man didn't say a single word to us. It was this like young Asian guy. Yes. He didn't say a single word. I was like, I like this.
That's the kind of driver I want. Is just, we know what's happening here, man.
But I was so scared to touch anything in that car. I kind of just kept my hands talked up.
I'd be scared.
Funniest one we had was it was like this old like Russian or like Armenian man, and he was just like humming Queen songs the whole time because it was like right when Bohemian Rhapsody came out.
Oh, okay, so he had seen.
I was like, I guess he's seen the movie.
I'm surprised he wasn't like, my friend, have you seen this movie?
You must see.
Very good.
Those are always an experience. I hate them.
What would you do if you got in and he was like, y'all delivering donuts?
It's literally him.
It's, oh my God.
I'm still following you.
Well, I'll be. Welcome. You're going to order a Lyft one day, and it's going to be whatever. Yeah, what was it, like a blue truck or whatever you said. You're just going to like blue trucking. You're like, no. Oh, dear God, no.
He knows where I live, though.
Y'all want to get some Krispy Kreme on the way?
Oh, God.
I'm good, man. If they were out, why didn't they just go and get it?
I don't know. I guess just didn't want to wait in the line. I can understand ordering to have someone else wait in the line for you. What is going on with Krispy Kreme lately?
I think it's just because everyone... Well,
but like
it's
just such
they've been doing a bunch
of
deals that are like graduating class of 2020. If you bring in something, you get a free like 6 donuts or 12 donuts, whatever. So they're doing a lot of deals like that, and I think it's just like people in quarantine right now are like, fuck it, donuts.
Well, it's like, so it'll be like lapped around the building and then like snake through the parking lot all the way back up to Walmart.
It's insane. I don't know if have you been to like Lowe's or anything?
Yes. Well, I mean, Mammy works at Lowe's.
Yeah.
That's all she talks about is how bad it is.
It's insane. But I guess it's just people are like sitting at home and they're like, I guess I'll finally do that project I've been working on. It's crazy. Well, my dad's done like a whole thing in the backyard since we've been home.
My dad, yeah, that's how Dad is. Like, he's been gone a lot for work, but when he's home, he's always working.
Yeah, not me, bro. I'm just posted up.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a house in the future, that thing's gonna suck. Because there'll just be like a hole in the wall, and I'll be like, damn. We got any posters? And then I'll be like, I don't feel like hanging that right now. So there'll just be like a poster on the ground in front of the hole. For probably like 3 months, and then one day I'll get like a spurt of energy and actually put it up. That's usually how it is with like my room and stuff. Yeah. It'll be filthy, and then one day I'm just like, yeah,
I'll clean this.
Yeah, let's do stuff. And then the next day I'm just like, bro. Or even like later, if I get distracted by anything, that energy's just gone like that. That's how it is with like everything. Though. Totally. Like even like working on this stuff, I'll be motivated, and then some days it's just like, nah, dude, I cannot.
Yeah, like I'll have a couple days where I'll text you. I'm like, go ahead and send me Banjo 6. I don't know where I'm gonna put it up, but just go ahead and send it to me. I'll do it, and then I'll get to send the text, and I'll be like,
do I really want to delete that? Yeah, do I really want to work on that right now?
I got a lot to do, a lot of sleeping going on.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy how much free time I have right now, and how many things I don't have to do right then, but I want to do, and how I'm like, there's no motivation to do this.
I've been doing pretty well at keeping my free time filled, like with my printer and everything.
I've been real bad about YouTube till 4 p.m. in bed. I've had some real bad days with that. God. You never just had that wake up and watch YouTube till 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
I remember sophomore year, I had some really
sophomore
bad days.
year was when mine was the worst too. It was just like we were in those little box rooms.
Yeah, so they were literally like cells.
It was
basically
hard to wake up in those rooms.
It was.
It was just comfortable being in that little room.
It was like, it wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. It was nice and like dark with the windows down.
You had your dark little box, but it wasn't like a big scary dark room. No. It was like a nice, like just barely lit dark room.
And like we weren't in an apartment. Because last year, we'd have like our front door led to an outside, so I'd have people walking by and I'd be like, one of these is gonna knock on the door or something. But it was like we were back in a corner. We were in a dorm building technically. It was just nice and secluded. The bathroom was right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I could stay in those rooms for a long time. Yeah, I can remember like waking up at 10 and I was like, I had class 30 minutes ago. And then just laying in bed till like the sun was going down, and then just texting you and being like, you want to get cookout or something?
I think my worst day, and it was in those rooms, we drank the night before, and we all woke up at like 5 p.m.
Yep.
It was getting dark when we woke up. Like, we missed the whole entire like daylight part of the day.
Yeah, we do not support underage drinking, but we will not deny that it happens and stuff.
It happens.
But we had some. That was really when we started drinking. Was that year?
Like right around like March that year. I think me and you were like every other day.
Man, we killed a A lot of alcohol.
A lot of money too.
A lot of money, yeah.
We would talk Austin into buying it, and he wouldn't even drink it.
I mean, he was never there really.
No,
or if he was, he just
his
stayed back
friend
in his
was
room.
who we got it from. He would go down and get in his car.
Yeah, yeah. We would kill like a bottle of vodka in a week, and I know that's not like absurd,
but for like two guys that just started drinking,
and when we're supposed to be going to class and stuff. Yeah, sophomore year was. I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
That was a rough year.
But what's weird is, like, that might be one of my best years for grades, other than, like, freshman year.
Oh, man, that was my worst year for grades.
Mine was junior. That's just when I hit rock bottom. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Junior was pretty rough. I had an 8 a.m. I never really went to junior year. I still got an A in it.
I don't get how you do that shit, man. I probably skipped maybe 20 classes in my 4 years of college.
I'm definitely in triple digits of classes skipped. I'm telling you, if we were in the world of My Hero Academia, my quirk would be in like the final minute I can get anything done and get a good grade on it. I will go in like 2 weeks before final and figure out exactly how much work I need to do in those next 2 weeks to get an A or a B in those classes, and I'll always just coast through them.
I do like doing that. Usually the start of every semester, I'll go on my Excel sheet,
set you up for
and I'll do like little tabs for like every single grade in the class, so I can fill it in as we go, and I can just play with it so I know what I need. I like that shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn.
This
is weird being back, man.
I don't know. I was worried about it, but I've been excited about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun. I apologize if this episode is just a little more laid back. It's kind of late in the day, and we've been out all day, and we were up pretty late last night. Yeah, but we were like, we need to get back on it. Cause if we don't start recording and posting again, we're never going to.
I definitely want to, even if we're not recording games, I want to at least get a podcast a week.
Yeah.
Like if it's you coming to my house, me going to your house, or just us coming up here, like it's only like 20-30 minutes away.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to hop back on it. I don't want to make any official statements right now about like what our upload schedule will be.
Because like we really don't know what's going on in the world right now, so.
Yeah, something else could happen where we literally can't leave our houses anymore. I mean,
I could hit second summer semester, and those 2 classes I have there are nightmares.
Yeah. Or I mean, I could end up getting a job, and that might take up a lot of time and stuff. Me getting a job, okay. Yeah, we'll see how long I can go without doing that.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on YouTube.
Dog, yeah. I gotta update my resume. It hasn't been updated since like freshman year.
Oh my god. Last time I talked to you about that was like a month ago. You said you were doing it the next day.
Shut up, man. There's a lot going on right now. I got a lot of YouTube, alright? I went on vacation to the beach and I got back and it was just a whole new world of YouTube. It was amazing.
That's how, have you ever been on a cruise before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's like my favorite thing about going on a cruise is like you have no internet for like a week. So when you come back, you're just like, we went on one last summer, and when I got back was when the Gamer Girl bathwater meme was out, and it was like 4 days past when it happened, but like I just figured it out. I loved it. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that was
that. And like you just have like a whole week of YouTube and Reddit to catch up.
Yeah, it's great because normally like I sit on YouTube. I'm not gonna say I sit on it like an absurd amount, but I watch like check my subscriptions a couple times a day. So it's so nice to get on and just be scrolling and being like, this is all new. I have so much to watch now. It's great. I'm not having to like find filler videos that I don't really care about, but I'm like, I want to watch YouTube. So
my problem with YouTube is I don't have a lot of game people I subscribe to. Right. Mine is mostly like game news, movie trailers, all that stuff. So like mine's been pretty dry lately, so like
not a lot coming out.
I've barely been getting. I get on YouTube to check once a day, basically, and I'll just scroll until I see whatever I recognize something from the day before, and then I'm like, nope, not watching nothing today.
I'm already done with this.
Like I've gone multiple days without watching videos.
I mean, there is this one channel you could check out. It's called The Other Achievers.
They're pretty good.
Nah, they suck. I just watch them to laugh. They don't even upload anymore, bro.
Nope.
Banjo episode 3 coming out. Coming right at you. Maybe eventually.
You have that one edited? You haven't edited that?
Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We're glad to be back. We're glad that you can hear our voices again. I don't know if we're going to do a Q&A on 15 just because everything that happened recently.
Why don't we just do Q&As on 10s?
We can just do that.
Because, like, is this 13 or 14?
This is, 14? Did we even say the episode number at the start?
I don't know.
I don't even think we did. Episode
13 or 14, but I'm assuming by the time we get to 20, we'll at least have a few questions.
Yeah, because I think we were doing every 5.
But I think at least right now.
Or maybe we were doing we were doing like 5, 15, 25. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
No, it can't be 5, 15, 25 because we did one on 10.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But anyways, yeah, there's not going to be a Q&A on 15 because I think we originally were doing every 5. But, I mean, you could still leave stuff.
If you got questions, just do them. We'll get to them eventually.
And, I mean, it's not like we won't answer them. We might still answer them on a random podcast if we have nothing to talk about, like this episode. But, you know, thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope you all are enjoying your quarantine, and hopefully we can get back to normal soon, normal upload schedule. Harrison, any final words? Nah, I didn't think so, bro.
My tummy grows.